All right, to Decision 2025 and the Congressional District 7 primary election. Today, we are hearing from the winners as the results for the recent special primary election are clear. It was an early night last night as both Democrat Adelita Grijalva and Republican Daniel Gutierrez scored big victories out there. News for Tucson's political specialist Eric Fink joins us live in Midtown with more on the winners and a look ahead to the general election. Eric.
Well, Monica, the general is set for Tuesday, September 23rd. Voters in households across 6 Arizona counties, from Yuma to Douglas, will decide who will represent them in Arizona's 7th congressional district, Adelita Grijalva or Daniel Gutierrez. And you know, if there was one surprise last night, it might have been the margin of victory for Adelita Grijalva. She won the Democratic primary here by more than 40 points as she looks to succeed her late father. Introduced on stage by her mom, Mona, Adelita Grijalva and hundreds of supporters at the El Casino Ballroom in South Tucson celebrated a resounding victory, one that was called by the AP Tuesday night just after 8 o'clock. Grijalva announced her candidacy at the end of March, just weeks after her father, Raul, who represented CD7 for 22 years in Congress, lost his battle with cancer. 25-year-old social media influencer Deja Fox gained some traction in the closing weeks of the primary campaign, but in the end, voters overwhelmingly chose the 54-year-old Grijalva's experience over generational change. I spoke with the Democratic nominee one-on-one after her victory.
You know, I stand on the shoulders of giants.
My dad would be very proud of the campaign we ran, that we kept it above board, and we focused on the issues. The future of our democracy is at stake right now. The future of this community is at stake, and I think that it's very telling that the community members overwhelmingly supported talking about policy over talking about personality.
On the GOP side, Daniel Gutierrez secured the nomination. He lost to Congressman Grijalva last fall. In his past, he spent time in prison for a crime he didn't commit. He tells News 4 Tucson he aims to beef up border security, take a bite out of the fentanyl crisis, and focus on solutions to curb homelessness. Gutierrez says he's running to try to cut through the partisanship in Washington and find common ground at home.
When I got into this race, I told everybody I was getting into this race because I was tired of the division. I even said that to Adelita. I told her straight in her face, the only reason I got in this race is because I've never seen the division that I see in my community now. So I got in this race to bring everybody together.
Now, Congressional District 7 is considered a safe blue district. It is heavily Democratic, and Grijalva is the heavy favorite to win in September. In our next hour, hear from a U of A political science professor. Her big takeaway from last night, coming up at 5. We're live in Midtown. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.